Welcome back to the show. Let's talk to Mr. Scott Grant. He's a director of London South East, and he's going to talk about the week ahead. Very good morning to you, young Scott. How are you?
Good morning, Nick. I'm very, very well indeed. Thank you.
Living the dream in sunny Southend?
Sort of.
Understood. Okay, so the week ahead, a new segment. What's the week ahead? It's Friday today. What's in terms of what's on the list to look to next week?
Yeah, we're looking at a week commencing 3rd of October. So if you go onto lse.co.uk, look at the share prices tab, and then underneath that you've got the financial diary. So you can find all this information, you can personalise it, look at week in view, day in view, particular event like AGM or final results or whatever. So this is where I've got this information from, as I said, for the week commencing 3rd of October. There's a company called Seeing Machines have got their finals out on the 3rd of October, their final results. They're actually AIM listed and they're into driver monitoring technology. So we know the rise of potentially semi-autonomous cars and driving in the future. Seeing Machines seem to be at the forefront of that kind of technology. They're still quite a small company. As I said, they're AIM listed. They trade under the ticker of SEE. And as I said, they've got final results on the 3rd of October. So that should be quite interesting.
Understood. In terms of interims next week?
Yeah, on the 5th, we've got the much maligned retailer Tesco. TSCO is their TIDM. Much maligned, recovering retailer, whatever you want to look at it. They recently posted very good 12-week figures recently. I think it was their best for a couple of years. You've, of course, got a lot of competition in that market. Aldi have just said they're going to spend £300 million on refreshing their stores, with their target of having 1,000 stores in the UK. But yeah, Tesco with interim results on the 5th.
Understood. In terms of dividends and economic events?
Yes, I'm a little bit gutted here, it must be said. This is Micro Focus, which is MCRO. They've got a final dividend payment date on the 7th of October. I once held this share at £2. I rode it up to £4, and of course now it's worth over £21. So don't necessarily follow any tips I ever give you. The dividend was up 37.8% on 2015. So the dividend is a nice dividend for people to receive on October the 7th.
Understood. And in terms of macro UK economic events and international events, what are the key ones?
Yeah, thanks, Nick. One of each. On the 6th, you've got the RICS Housing Market Survey. It's well known as a short-term lead indicator of house prices and activity. Had bad news, I suppose, yesterday at the back of mortgage approvals being at their lowest for 19 or 20 months, depending on what media outlet you use for your information. So that'd be very interesting, the short-term lead indicator on the housing market from RICS.
Understood. And on the international scene, just to wrap up?
Yeah, it was US balance of trade. The trade gap declined in July. Notably, exports rose to China and Brazil, but decreased to the EU, Mexico and Canada. So perhaps the Mexicans are getting prepared for Trump and his wall.
There's the thought. OK, Scott Grant, Director of London South East. Have a great weekend. Hope your football team win, and we'll talk to you next week. That's Scott Grant, Director of London South East. Right, let's take a very quick break, and then we'll be straight back. Thank you.